Have you ever considered whether a habit as fundamental as your nightly sleeping routine could genuinely enhance your well-being, stabilize your hormonal chemistry, and even elevate your performance as a man? It might sound deceptively straightforward, am I right? But I encourage you to listen closely, because the scientific backing for this is truly illuminating. Hello everyone, I'm JESSCIA Opare, and I have dedicated my career to supporting men beyond 50 in rediscovering their dynamic energy. In this discussion, we're exploring a topic that may seem surprising initially, yet holds remarkable potential. Indeed, it begins with your sleepwear, or more accurately, the conscious decision to forego it. A little skepticism is perfectly natural, and that's a healthy starting point. By the time we finish, you will grasp precisely why adopting the habit of sleeping unclothed stands as one of the most effortless, zero-cost practices capable of revolutionizing your rest, your endocrine function, your circulatory health, and even your intimate connections. But before we delve into the details, a quick favor: please take a second to comment below and share where you are joining me from today. If you're open to discovering insights that most men rarely encounter in a clinical setting, please show your support by hitting the like button. And for ongoing, scientifically grounded guidance on men's wellness, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's systematically explore this concept. The majority of men over 50 operate under the assumption that their health hurdles are solely related to major interventions. Things like testosterone therapy, rigorous nutrition plans, or high-priced supplements. However, the reality is often different. On many occasions, the most profound transformations emerge from minor, consistent daily decisions. The attire you choose for slumber, or the absence of it, may appear insignificant on the surface, but from a biological standpoint, it directly influences your core temperature, your hormonal secretions, your blood circulation, and even the neurological pathways associated with intimacy and physical restoration. Therefore, that persistent feeling of fatigue, restlessness, or not performing at your peak isn't purely an inevitable consequence of getting older. Frequently, it's a sign that your surroundings are in conflict with your innate physiology. One of the most straightforward corrections is to permit your body to sleep in its natural state, with skin in direct contact with your bedding. Throughout the past 5 years, I have collaborated with numerous men over the age of 50. They frequently approach me with concerns about sleep difficulties, diminishing vitality, reduced libido, and challenges with physical intimacy. And while we absolutely address hormones, possible medications, and dietary habits, I have been continually struck by how frequently minor adjustments to daily living yield the most significant results. One of those pivotal adjustments is sleeping without clothing. This is not a cheap trick or a fad. It's fundamentally about human biology. Once men comprehend the underlying science, they are frequently astonished by the profound changes that can occur simply by removing restrictive layers at night. So, let's examine the 3 primary advantages of sleeping naked and the rationale behind why I recommend every man over 50 should think about adopting this practice. Best benefit number 1: optimal temperature control and enhanced sleep quality. We begin with the most frequently ignored factor: internal body temperature. Your physique operates on a natural circadian rhythm. During the night, your core temperature deliberately decreases to initiate and sustain profound, restorative sleep. As your temperature declines, your brain secretes melatonin, the essential hormone that communicates the command to shut down and recuperate. However, a significant problem arises here. If you are swaddled in heavy pajamas, constricting underwear, or man-made materials, your body encounters difficulty in lowering its temperature. Instead of seamlessly transitioning into a state of deep sleep, you end up tossing, turning, or awakening at irregular intervals. From a biological perspective, an interrupted cooling process directly translates to a disrupted release of melatonin. The consequence is less time in deep sleep, reduced REM sleep, and inferior physical and mental recovery. On an emotional level, you wake up feeling foggy, easily annoyed, and perhaps even feeling your age when the actual culprit was simply an obstructed sleep cycle. From a practical standpoint, this accumulates over time. Inadequate sleep gradually erodes memory, emotional stability, muscular repair, and yes, sexual health. Now, here is a critical point specifically for men. Temperature is even more crucial in the pelvic region. The testicles require an environment that is several degrees cooler than the standard internal body temperature to operate correctly. Additional heat generated by tight underwear or sleepwear disrupts both testosterone synthesis and sperm vitality. Even if fatherhood is not a current consideration, testosterone levels absolutely should be, as this hormone is a primary driver of energy, initiative, muscle integrity, and self-assurance. Therefore, sleeping naked is essentially granting your body the authorization to execute what it is naturally designed to do: cool down, reset its systems, and rebuild itself. Benefit number 2, harmonizing your hormonal system. It's widely understood that testosterone levels naturally diminish as we age. That is a fact. But what the majority of men fail to recognize is that certain lifestyle factors can hasten this decline. Poor sleep quality, excessive bodily heat, and persistent stress all transmit incorrect signals to your endocrine system. Instead of prioritizing testosterone output, your body increases its production of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Cortisol operates like a stealthy burglar. It pilfers your energy reserves, disturbs your sleep architecture, dampens your libido, creates interference with erectile function, and it escalates so gradually that most men remain completely unaware until significant damage has already occurred. But here is the encouraging part: sleeping naked helps diminish that persistent stress signal. By enhancing the body's cooling mechanisms and elevating sleep quality, it cultivates the perfect internal environment for your body to generate testosterone throughout the night. It's vital to remember that the bulk of a man's daily testosterone production occurs during deep sleep stages, particularly in the initial hours of the night. So, when you provide your body with that optimal setting, you are actively assisting your hormonal system to recalibrate. Biologically, more profound and sustained sleep translates to more efficient testosterone production. Emotionally, this manifests as the return of greater energy, mental clarity, and personal confidence. On a practical level, you will begin to notice subtle positive shifts, such as waking up with a sense of vitality, improved concentration throughout the day, and a resurgence of personal drive. Benefit number 3, enhanced circulation and physical performance. Now, let's address a subject of universal importance for every man over 50. Circulation. Blood flow is the foundation of everything. It transports oxygen, energizes muscle tissue, sharpens cognitive function, and fuels your most private experiences. Here is an undeniable truth: erections are a direct reflection of circulatory health. When blood flow is compromised, sexual performance inevitably suffers, and this often manifests long before a formal diagnosis of cardiovascular disease or hypertension is ever made. Consider the penis as an early warning system, a sensitive indicator. Initial deteriorations in circulatory well-being frequently present themselves there first. Now, picture the scenario of sleeping night after night in tight, restrictive garments, constricted blood vessels, accumulated heat and friction in delicate regions, diminished oxygen supply to tissues. As time passes, this relentless pattern exacts a heavy toll. Sensitivity can diminish, physical function can decline. However, when you choose to sleep naked, you liberate those blood vessels. Circulation improves markedly. The delivery of life-sustaining oxygen is restored, and the health of your tissues is actively supported. Biologically, superior circulation equates to a more robust and resilient vascular system. Emotionally, your confidence rebounds when your body begins to respond in the manner you desire and expect. Practically, this often results in healthier morning erections, which are not merely about intimacy, but also serve as a reliable barometer of your overall vascular condition. And here is an additional advantage for men in a partnership: sleeping naked promotes skin-to-skin contact, which stimulates the release of oxytocin, often termed the bonding hormone or love hormone. This biochemical reaction reduces stress, intensifies feelings of intimacy, and can quietly yet powerfully reinforce the connection with your partner. And if you are currently single, the practice remains profoundly impactful. Sleeping naked is a tangible act of self-regard. It makes a powerful statement to yourself: this is my physical vessel. I treat it with honor. I remain strong. I am worthy of feeling completely at ease within my own skin. So, how does one begin this practice? My advice is to start gradually. If the idea of complete nudity feels intimidating at first, simply loosen your waistband or try sleeping with just a top sheet. Allow your body the opportunity to adapt and become accustomed to the new sensation. Set the stage for success. Consider taking a warm shower before retiring for the night. Ensure you have fresh, clean sheets on your bed. Perhaps incorporate some calming music. Transform it into a personal nightly ritual. Pay close attention to the subtle feedback from your body. Observe how you feel, monitor improvements in your sleep, and note any shifts in your morning energy levels. Above all, maintain consistency. As with any positive habit, the benefits are cumulative. The greater number of nights you grant your body this freedom, the more potent and noticeable the effects will become. I want to convey this to you in the most direct terms possible. Your body is not defective. You have not surpassed your prime. You are a human being, and your body still possesses an innate, powerful knowledge of how to heal, recalibrate, and flourish. Sleeping naked will not magically resolve every health issue, but it is a small yet profoundly powerful method of declaring, I hold enough respect for my body to provide it with what it fundamentally requires. That single, modest shift can create positive ripple effects across every domain of your existence: superior rest, a more tranquil nervous system, stronger circulation, and more profound connections with others. So, tonight, as you prepare to go to bed, I want you to pose this question to yourself: what if the most elementary step toward improved health was simply allowing my body the physical space to breathe freely? It might feel a little unusual on the first attempt, but soon enough it will begin to feel like a newfound form of liberation. If this message resonated with you, please show your appreciation by giving this video a thumbs up and clicking subscribe for more candid, evidence-based men's health guidance. And please, don't forget to comment below with your location. I genuinely love watching this global community expand and connect. Always remember, advancing age does not signal the termination of vitality. Seemingly minor choices, such as sleeping naked, can successfully restore your energy, your personal freedom, and your foundational confidence. You are not too old for this. You have not missed your chance. Your most fulfilling nights of robust health and meaningful connection can very well still be in your future. I'm JESSCIA Opare. Take good care of yourself tonight, and I look forward to seeing you in our next conversation.